Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the serious strategy game and we're returning to our Let's Play of Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich mod, where we're playing as Communist Britain in the war against the Entente and the German Empire. So, we've pretty much liberated Scandinavia. That is pretty much nice. We are a little bit short on naval resources because we are repairing some of our stuff. And in between episodes I just went ahead and just exchanged two battleships here between these two carrier fleets. So these guys here should soon receive a new battleship, while this one here is circling over to a different fleet. And the reasoning for that basically is so that we get a better understanding, or well, at least one good squadron over here that is not damaged and that we can use to engage a couple of enemies. So that would be really nice. Not sure where that fleet, where that ship currently is. These guys are over here, so I really shouldn't take that. Oh, you were sort of caught in this little battle over here with a couple of German submarines. So you know what we should do actually is ask a couple of our submarines, our anti-submarine warfare ships, to come over here and help out in this battle quite a bit. I mean, I think that should get the Germans to withdraw pretty quickly, and these two battleships are... Ooh, one of them is spotted now, so that is nice. So come on, yeah, you guys are now joining up. These guys are being trashed as we go. 3 submarines down, another convoy sunk, that is unfortunate. But I think these guys here are now trying to get away, and that is fairly fantastic. So that should be very nice indeed. Unfulfilled import requests, that is not so good. Aluminium, I guess we can reduce this here a little bit. Why are you not delivering? Is that due to our convoy situation? I think it might be. Oil from Venezuela is also somewhat uncovered. If we reduce this... Yeah, I think we are a little bit short on convoys here on our side. Sinking a couple of convoys of the Allies though, always very much appreciated. Couple of destroyers here, that is interesting. I think what we can do though is then take this air fleet number 1, base it off of Cardiff, and I would very much like it to be on a strike force mission, not in the Channel, not really in the North Sea, but in the western approaches. I think that would be great. Right, yeah, and please just do come over here. Or at least to Plymouth. Yeah, that's okay. That's a good compromise. Right, over here, more convoys being sunk. Are these our convoys? It's very hard to say actually. I think these might be Soviet convoys. But at least we might be doing some good work over here with these guys. And these guys are withdrawing, so yeah, 5 submarines sunk. It's a result. Very nice. Good. So the battleships are now free to move on. Our guys are free to move back to port. And that I think is okay. Good. Very nice. More convoys being sunk over there. This battle raging down here with one of our submarines sunk unfortunately. But we are coming in with our aircraft here. Especially with our naval aircraft already there. It's currently night, but I think, no, we did lose 2 submarines. Unfortunate, very unfortunate. I think what we can do is send one of you guys towards over here, so that you are a little bit more balanced. Ooh, and very good over here. So we have sunk 2 German carriers, light carriers, interwar hull, but nevertheless we have sunk 2 German carriers, and that is extremely good for us. Lost another submarine over here to an engagement. But I think with our carriers now in play, I think we are going to be looking a little bit better over here. Right, all of this is okay. More German submarines sunk. Yes, very much appreciated. There are quite a couple of ships here. What are you doing? Ah, I think you were waiting for convoys. Probably you didn't quite get enough convoys. Right, could you please load onto Portsmouth? I don't want you to be around there for such a long time then. Right, good results over here. Fairly nice. More submarines. Yeah, these submarines are really the bane of our existence. So I think what's going to happen here is the Germans are going to send in more ships, a couple of destroyers here. That might trigger our ships to come in. and hopefully trash these destroyers a little bit. Come on. Haven't really sailed forth. Interesting. Well, I think you've left port, but I don't know why you turned. This combat here, honestly, I don't know what to do with this. This is so weird. I mean, it does look up a big part of the French fleet, so that is rather unfortunate, really. Damage the submarine. You guys here are, I think, doing fine. Let's join up on this attack, and that should get these guys here to surrender, hopefully fairly quickly. I also think Lisbon should probably surrender fairly soon. Right. Other than that, though, come on. Yeah, well, our guys are withdrawing, so I think we'll be alright there. Ultimately, submarine warfare. We're not going to build too many new submarines, so I think ultimately we'll probably be alright. Again. Oop. Interesting battle raging over here with a couple of German light ships against some French submarines. Destroyers, light cruisers. It would be nice to sally forth. Well, what have we got in the area that could support this attack then? We've got a couple of carriers. You are really, really trashed up though. Are you set to never repair or something? No, that should not be the case. You're set to be low on repairing. Got this group then. Okay, let's join up here, and that means you're gonna sail into there, join up on this little battle, and hopefully help us to sink a couple of German destroyers and such. Unfortunately, one of our convoys was sunk. Now all of our guys have joined in, so I'm fairly optimistic that we might be sinking some Germans here, and indeed we are. Cruiser, 3 destroyers, good result overall. We are receiving some damage. I think all in all these guys are trying to withdraw. They're largely failing. 11 ships sunk. A couple of submarines down there, which will probably be done for fairly soon. Right. German convoy sunk. Our troops withdrawing. We are short on equipment. We are short on a lot of equipment actually. Let's ask for more of that. Ooh, by the way, I did go ahead and set up a tank division here. It's not the most interesting really. It does have a lot of tanks, 250 medium tanks, quite a bit of infantry. Only recon because I don't want to reduce our armor and piercing too much. So it's not that great, but we're going to train up a couple of these guys. So let's try to get at least 6 tank divisions, which of course we're going to train up here in London area. You're going to be high priority to receive stuff, and hopefully you're going to be set up to train soon. We're not producing that many tanks, about 2 or so per day, but it's increasing over time, so I hope at least that is going to be alright. Yeah, we are suffering from a lot of resource shortages here. Not that much that can be done about that, I'm afraid. How's this battle looking? No surprises there, no surprise Germans showing up or anything. And that is good, of course. And let's get the destroyers here to move in as well, because maybe if we can sink some of these submarines, that would also be very nice. Yeah, there we go. Submarine sunk. Another submarine at least spotted. Hopefully sunk. Yes, indeed. Yeah, very good result over there. Fantastic. You've done your job pretty well. You're going to withdraw anyway. Yes, you are good. Very, very good. Okay, I like that. Right, dreadnoughts are still repairing, and that's probably going to take ages to do still. But the good thing at least is that we are not spending resources on repairing stuff. That would really be pretty bad. Right, you're doing fine. You don't really have enough equipment to repair stuff. And so many of your ships that are destroyed. Dovers, well, it's just gonna take ages. Just have to live with that. Right, you have done fairly well over there. I think I would like you to get back to Scotland here. Let's try to sail you across. Might be very low on equipment here for a while. Oh, look at that. We are short on infantry equipment. We're gonna decline here because I don't think we'll need that. We are producing quite a bit per day. Surprising a little bit. Oh, it's, yeah, probably due to the fact that we have just trained up all of these tanks. But we'll be alright. It's not going to take too long to rebuild that. A little bit of German submarine damage, just battles here and there, nothing too big. I do see our carriers sailing forth, which always reduces our fuel by a significant margin. We are still building up our oil refineries, and we probably have to look into researching them to be a little bit more efficient. Still no movement really on this front, and I think these guys here will be falling pretty quickly. Porto seems to be surrendering there. I think this area over here will also, yeah, Portugal has capitulated, and the very last pocket here of Portuguese resistance is gone collapse as well. Right, convoys. 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 Just small battle. Right. This battle's still irritating, and everyone over here is fine. This doesn't really work. Let's send you over here. I would have expected that to work. We are having air battles over here, I believe. We've lost 3 fighters. We've shot down a couple of aircraft. All in all, an okay result. I suppose what we could do is really set you up to be a 400 air group. Right, you guys are coming along to Scotland nicely, so that's good to see. I think what we're then going to do is we're going to launch this attack here soon enough. Hopefully get some troops across. That might be nice. Right, research-wise, everything seems to be fine. We are mostly focusing on naval warfare and on the soft factors because, again, we can't really use anything to build up. We don't really have the naval capacity to build up new ships. Ooh, this is not good. Well, it's not good indeed. What I could do is, firstly, you guys do engage over here. Secondly, you guys do come over there. Should have sent you, pre-positioned you maybe. 2 more convoys sunk. Come on, just do join up. Yeah, but at least they are withdrawing now. Sunk actually a ship there. A little bit of a revenge, but that's not good because that means our guys here will have lost some equipment. And that is never quite good. Certainly want to make sure that this division is escaping. So Russia has declared war on Romania. That's unusual. Ooh! German dreadnought sunk. How did it end up here? Very good, very good, very good actually. We need to keep an eye on these battles then, if they are sending dreadnoughts in here. But our fuel situation is also very concerning. Yeah, we really can't actually build new ships. We really have to think about upgrading our ships. Dreadnoughts over here. Germans lost 2 submarines. Let's wait until the submarines, until this guy here is on board. That's okay. There we go. Everyone on shore now. Although you took horrendous casualties actually. Logistics, I think we are... No, we're not really rebuilding our stockpile there. Also we are a little bit short on fighters, but that is something that we will deal with in due time. And our submarines and the Australian fleet, interestingly. Come on, just bot this. Some bigger battles down here. Submarines against destroyers. What's going on over here? Is that our ships still active in this region? I wonder why. Shouldn't you be exclusively over here? Or are you locked in a battle that has been raging for an enormous amount of time? Absolutely no movement on this front. Yeah, this is really locked. On the other hand, I think the Soviets are making progress, so that is nice. Not sure why they had decided to attack Romania, but if it helps them, so be it. Denmark still holding out for now. but I think we are wise to just keep this defensive line. Sunk a couple of ships here and there. Yeah, we mostly have superiority over here, so that is good. But I think we do need to do a little bit more research. Especially encryption will be nice. I think that will allow us to gain a significant advantage on some of our enemies at least. Nice. Nice. Small battle. Yes, indeed. Big pointless battle that was never gonna end. Rocket shooting. Very lovely. So instead of rocket shooting, I guess we could go for ladder shooting as well. Fast battleship light attack, dreadnought light attack and heavy attack, armored cruiser light. So yeah, basically our heavy ships are would be more successful there. We are also nearing 1940, so it might be worthwhile to start researching some 1940 equipment. I mean, this also would be nice, armor. But on the other hand, one of the other very important factors is going to be aircraft. And I think we might want to go for the Spitfire here to gain more advantage over the enemy. Start producing better aircraft. Likewise, naval bombers would be really good. But I think this here, it's a little bit ahead of time, but it's not too much. And since we would be getting a very, very good aircraft, I think it's very well worthwhile to research that. Let's go ahead and do that. Good. Ooh, very nice. Well, here's a little bit concerning. Lots of Germans attacking, but we out-attack them, out-damage them very significantly. It's just a lot of them. Battle over here in the Baltic. Bletchley Park, very lovely. That does give us 5% more research speed and is going to allow us to go for this national focus, which again is going to give us another full research slot. So that is a massive, massive boost on our research, of course. And the fight is actually down to 150 days, so that is also very nice. Right, over here, I think, well, this would be nice, 8% increase. But on the other hand, this is just going to be 83 days and it's going to be super helpful. So yes, let's go for this. More naval combat. Ooh. Ouch. 4 submarines sunk. 27 battleships, 27 destroyers from the Germans. That is fairly significant. So you might actually have to join up with these guys here, so that you're forming at least a significant force. We have these conscript vessels here, which we could try to send after these destroyers. I mean, they are not really great, and they are pre-Weltkrieg design, so I'm actually loath to, you know what, we're gonna ask you to never repair, and you guys are gonna go and patrol in this area. Hopefully find a couple of light ships, then engage them. If you're not finding light ships, you at least might be finding something else. Oh, Japan has declared war on Qing. Yeah, Asia has been relatively quiet so far. India, civil war going on. US, I think the syndicalists are winning in the US. Yeah, our shortage of infantry equipment is actually increasing as we are losing some stuff all around the world. I think we are very low on some of these trade items. Tungsten, Iberia is not really delivering all that we need. Convoys. Convoys are a very big issue here. Okay, another battle over here. I'm not sure why our convoy, our carrier fleet decided to join in on a convoy attack. Really seems a little bit pointless. That's actually based on Cardiff. I think you might have a little bit shorter engagement time over there. Very good. Insufficient resources, of course, not that great. Tungsten. What are we using the tungsten for? Improved artillery. Yeah, well, we're doing upgrades on that. Also producing a lot of tanks. But I think over here we'll be fine. I mean, most of the infantry equipment probably has been... well, not quite. but you're really short on medium tanks. Well, they're filling that up quite nicely. Actually, I'm impressed. Right. Are you sailing forth again? Just to engage with a couple of convoys? It's not really what I would like you to do, but on the other hand, some German fleet is joining in as well, so it might be okay. And we're certainly sinking quite a couple of their convoys this way. What convoys do we have over here? Why is there actually anyone? Denmark. Okay, can I ask you, and only you, to go ahead and do convoy escorting? Not down here, only over there. Yeah, you're providing a little bit of escort presence. Not enough, but for now it's ticking up, so I'm fairly happy about this. Right, ooh, so this time there are a couple of Germans here. So this might be a little bit more interesting. Oh, our light cruisers have actually joined up over here. They're only hunting convoys for now, but still that's probably a decent way to do things. But more importantly, these guys here are approaching there, so that's nice to see. And you know what? Our naval bombers can actually come up and I think engage this area. Well, you are engaging. Let's say you are engaging this area, and you can go for the North Sea. There's the Dreadnought operating here. Interestingly, good. Okay, come on, do sink a couple of their small ships over here with our aircraft specifically. Elastic defense, that is nice. So our guys, well, I think it's not that important, but tanks breakthrough 20%, motorized recovery rate, that is very, very good. Research speed, I don't really care about that much. Mechanized infantry, max speed is nice. Motorized and leg infantry. Organization. On the other hand, I think this is great, and we do have enough stuff to power through this a little bit faster. So let's try to get a little bit more elite, and I think that's going to be good. Right, you have fought up over there. You guys do really need to join in and torch these guys. Come on. Come on. And we do need much more fuel. Well, okay, I want to continue building up another dockyard over there, because we also do need to build up our defenses. Ouch, we're going to lose a submarine over here. Yes, we are. I mean, still, this is fairly good. We are getting good rates over here. So let's see over here. They are doing much better than I would have hoped that they do. For there's no drawback due to the fact that they are crossing a strait. I would have thought so. I would have thought this counts as a strait, this connection. Well, that is unfortunate. So we are fighting a one-on-one war basically with the Germans here. Not that great, really. And that is a lot of Germans. We could just look at how many Germans are bunched up in northern Denmark over here, and these guys seem to be exhausting themselves on our... Ooh, but look at this. They have so much more than we have. We really need the Norwegians to come down here and support us. Unassigned divisions, yeah, you guys are part of the motorized army, in fact. Don't want you to be specifically going to any war, but that's alright. And we've got a couple of unread naval results over here. Sinking a little bit. Well, since Portugal has fallen, maybe it's not that important to conduct strikes in this area anymore. What have we got over here? Spanish against Sardinia. Sardinia being one of our enemies. Could try to block two Sicilies off a little bit more aggressively, but I don't think that's that important. So what we're going to do is I'm going to actually ask you guys here to be active in this region here as well, so that we are concentrating really on the Irish front. Two submarines sunk there, not great. Not that bad either. A couple of submarines here. Are we engaging this? Where's our carrier fleet? Light ships. We could use our dreadnoughts, which are by now starting to look a little bit better. I mean, the dreadnoughts themselves at least are starting to look pretty good. East Anglia is still repairing these heavy battleships. You guys are still dealing with these things, but at least you are starting to do the inter-war light ships. So that is very good. But it's so many. And in Dover we are still repairing one of our carriers. You're set to repair on low priority. Yeah, but... Okay, let's currently ask you to never repair, because I want to prioritize a little bit our heavy hitters, so that these guys here are repairing a little bit faster, including all of their destroyers. I suppose we could also send up just exchange these guys a lot. Well, let's see. Right, over here we've damaged Saxon, that is nice. And we've sunk Saxon. Another dreadnought sunk. Happy about that. Really, really happy about that. Right, over here, at least the Germans are starting to lose a couple of their destroyers, which is certainly good news for our submarines. Yeah, that is very good. Very, very good. So finally, a good result over here with 12 light German ships destroyed. I mean, the Germans must have so much more. And it's always a little bit annoying, honestly, that you don't really know how much capital ships and so on the enemy has. Because in World War II, pretty much everyone knew about the number of capital ships the enemy had. Maybe except for Japan, very late in the war. They probably didn't know what the Americans had. But until then, it wasn't... I mean, you can't really build a ship in great secrecy. Good. That being said, I think we should have a look briefly here whether there's anything we can do in terms of promotions on our admirals. You don't even have an admiral. That should probably be changed. Blockade runner, spotter. I think that's good. Concealment expert. Yeah, let's go for that. Smoke screen. I think that's not required. So yeah, that's okay. By the way, there's absolutely no way that these designs can really be improved, I think. No. Well, we could go for torpedo launchers, something like that. But is that really worthwhile? Refit costs basically a third of a new ship? I don't think so. Probably just really going to keep them as a hard reserve there. How are we looking in terms of logistics? This situation seems to be stabilizing at least a little bit. How much are we producing per day? We're producing 50 per day, so that's less than 100 days. 80 days or so. This here, of course, is going to take much longer, but this is also going to tick up quite a bit over time. We might dial back a little bit on the motorized equipment in favor of tanks and maybe some infantry equipment. Let's dial back on this a little bit. I think we're going to keep this, although very soon we're not going to look at producing these fighters, but at the upgraded one. Well, not that soon. Still 140 days or so. Right. This is good. Firefighting drills, that's going to be nice. Critical hits are very bad for us. Yeah, and you are repairing. So that is very, very good to see. But you also have quite a number of these Type 2 ships. And honestly, how many are there? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I guess I could have just Done it like that. Double click it. Okay. That's alright. And you know what? We're going to send these guys back to reserve. That's 20 ships. But what we also can do is simply pick all of you, except for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and have these 20 join up with the battle group. And that will put you in a much better position. Yeah, that I like. That I like a lot. And you guys here are you are fairly bad ships. I mean, you're extremely experienced. And that is very, very good. So I don't want to just outrightly delete you. But these designs are pretty horrible. These are not good designs at all. So maybe at least let's say these guys are not going to repair for now. And we're going to send you over here just to be sort of a peasant squadron. You're also currently asked to never repair. That is not correct. Destroy a reserve. I don't think you need to repair. Yeah, but the battle group? Definitively. Have you been joined up by the other forces? 47. Did I miscount by one ship? Probably. Right, let's get you also to join up. Yeah, and that should allow these guys to operate much, much sooner. Of course, these guys are all very fresh, inexperienced, but you know what? Just send them into the meat grinder. Right, I think, yeah, that should help out here quite a bit. Although we're still not really prioritizing this fleet. I don't know why. Is there any way how I could? I don't know. Well, there we go. Germans losing another convoy. And we only have air supplies for 10 days. So, you know what? In fact, we might have to reduce our commitments here a bit. Let's ask these guys to not be doing air superiority. These guys here, I still think, should try to do that. Everyone else is fine over there. There are naval battles over here. Including Union of Denmark fighting the Germans. Be nice to send aircraft over there. These aircraft down here then. You know what? Let's send them over here. And let's try to conduct some naval raids over the Baltic Sea. Maybe it's gonna be... Yeah, you know what? No, I don't think so. The Germans are bound to have a lot of fighters here, so yeah, let's not do that. Let's not overcommit. Germans are doing quite a couple of offensive actions over there. And they are losing a lot of men, 2.5 million already. Right, White Ruthenia looking like they are gonna collapse very soon. Ukraine could potentially collapse, which would rob them of 50 divisions. That would be very, very nice. Dominion of India, sort of stabilizing. Armenia, not much progress there. Yeah, but let's see. Good. For now, I thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.